Hey everybody, thank you for watching the bonus video on my recent podcast about how to create exclusion audiences. And exclusion audiences are very powerful because they can help you not show ads to people who don't need to see the ads, right? I mean, there's certain people that you may not want to see ads, people that are already on your email list or people that have already signed up for something. You may want to keep them from continuing to see the ads. So I'm going to show you how to set that up, how to set up the audience, and then also how to jump in to your ad set, which is where you define your audiences for the ad itself, and how to select the excluded audience. Now, it can be a little tricky, so make sure you pay attention, especially when we get into the actual ad set. I will see you there. So let's look at how you set up an excluded audience. And so if you can see here where I already created this one right here, and I labeled it exclude. That doesn't mean it's automatically excluded. I still have to select it to be excluded once I get into the ad set. And I'll show you what I mean in just a minute. And so any of these audiences except this one right here, the saved audience, I could exclude from being shown ads. And if you want to set up an excluded audience, then all you have to do is click create audience, custom. You can exclude any one of these that you set up, but for now I'm going to do website traffic, and I'm going to select people who visit a specific page and within the last 30 days, because the people who, for me, the people who visited over 30 days, I don't necessarily want to exclude them. I may want them to see the webinar again or something like that. And most of the time, sometimes I use contain, sometimes I use equals. It just depends. It depends on the labeling that you're using for your URLs. So if you have a URL that says, whatever.com/thank you versus /thank you, webinar registration, or thank you 1, thank you 2, thank you 3. So you may want to use the equals, and most of the time it's okay to use the equals and just list out each one. So in this case, I'm just going to say onefocusmarketing.com/thank you 2, and then I'm just going to name it. And in this case, I want to put the brackets. Okay, so you can see that, and I type in exclude just so it's, again, easy to identify. November webinar reg. Okay, so make sure that you understand it, and not that you understand it immediately, that you'll understand it if you come back and look at it in 6 months. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do that right there. So click create audience, and then I don't need to do any of this right here. I'm going to click done, and so now it's going to be populating. So I'm going to jump right into Power Editor, or you can go in Ads Manager, it doesn't matter, and go into an ad set. So here I am into the ad set, and let me take that out real quick. I'm scrolling down here to the audience. See, here I am, ad set, and right here, let me go back out of this just real quick, because I think it'll make more sense if I do it this way. And select that. Let me go into the ad set, jump into it, scroll down. Okay, this is better. All right, so here I am. It should look something like this for you. Under the custom audience sections, and see where it says custom audiences or lookalike audiences, if I want to exclude an audience, what I want to do is click this part right here where it says exclude. And now I can click inside that box, and you see the ones that I have labeled exclude. So exclude November webinar registration, I could exclude them. I mean, I could exclude a lookalike if I want. You see these are all listed under exclude. And so now when I go to do the rest of the targeting, it's going to target everybody but exclude these groups, if that makes sense. Okay, all right, now something I want you to know is, and I've done this many times, a lot, where I've come in and I've just clicked right here and it was labeled exclude, but you see where it says include. Okay, and I've accidentally included it, at least initially, and not excluded it. So if you do this, in other words, if you accidentally put it in here under the include and get a little confused like I have from time to time, then you can click this drop down here and go exclude, and it'll just switch it on over to exclude. So I just kind of wanted to throw that out there because, hey, I know it's a shocker, but I'm not perfect either. So when it comes to Facebook ads, anyway, if you have any questions, just let me know. If you haven't checked out the podcast episode that this goes along with, that's onefocusmarketing.com/episode 27. And you can check that out. And that's all one word, episode 27. And it'll go over this in a little more detail. All right. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you soon.